Okay, geometry students, you have a project that we are going to be doing for the 2nd to 6 weeks. First off, the due date for this project is Friday, October the 24th. That gives you 10 days from the day it is assigned until the day it is due. As with the previous project, you can turn it in early. For every day that it is turned in ahead of time, will gain you a star slip, and of course those star slips can be used for extra points on assignments. Okay, for this project, you're going to be constructing basically a city plan or a city map of a make-believe town, and you can do this on poster board. I believe would be the minimum thing that you would want to use. However, you can use other materials, maybe something that's a little bit more sturdy construction if you want to, and I'll discuss extra credit that may be available for doing things like that here in a moment. Okay, so the setup of the problem is this. You are the city planner for a new suburb. After careful thought, you have decided that the layout of the area would work best if it conformed to the following specifications. Your task will be to construct a map that the architects and construction crews will follow. Okay, so the first thing your city is going to need is some roadways. Okay, so we're going to put 9 roadways into our city, and here's how they are going to flow. 6 of your streets are going to be basically parallel to each other. 2 of your streets are going to be non-perpendicular transversals to the initial 6 streets. 1 of the streets is going to be a perpendicular transversal to the initial 6 streets. So in short, you're going to have 6 streets going one direction, not running into each other, and then you'll have 3 streets that intersect them, and 1 of them will form right angles with the intersections, and the other 2 will not form right angles, so they'll be passing through at some type of an angle within your city. Now, there are several structures that you are going to provide inside of your city, places that buildings are going to be built. Okay, and you are free to place these structures anywhere that you would like within your little town, but they must be placed so that the following angle relationships are true. Okay, so a couple of examples here. Okay, the first one there, the fire department and the water commission, wherever you want to put them in the diagram is fine. However, they must be same side interior angles with each other. Okay, so you can choose where you want to put one of them, and then the other one will have to form same side interior angles with wherever you put the first one. Okay. Now, you can draw them or construct them, depending on how you are doing your project. You're going to label them so we know what it is that you are putting in that particular location, and then you will color code them the same color. So the fire department and the water commission are going to be the same color as each other. Okay, second example there, Walmart and Target. Wherever you want to put them in your diagram is fine. However, Walmart and Target must form a linear pair with each other. Okay, so that's an older term. You may need to look that back up in your notes, find out what a linear pair is, and make sure Walmart and Target form a linear pair. Draw them or construct them, label them, and color them the same color as each other. Okay, so the fire department and the water commission are going to be one color inside of your diagram, and then Walmart and Target will be a different color inside of your diagram, and then you will have different colors for all of the remaining, I think there's 8 more steps of buildings that need to be positioned. So there'll be 10 different colors in your diagram, all of them matching the particular angle pairs that you have. Okay, now your project is going to be graded by a rubric. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the rubric. Okay, the first category is going to be your streets. Okay, now the streets, that should be a pretty easy thing in order to accomplish and get all 10 of the points there. Okay, make sure you have the correct number and that they are proceeding as directed. That should be an easy 10 points. Okay, now on category 2, you're going to, this is all basically on your angle positioning within your diagram. Okay, so obviously 60 points on this particular section. So the majority of the points that are available for the project are in the angle positioning. So take great care to make sure that you are positioning your businesses correctly so you don't lose points in this category. Okay. Now, category 3, the labeling of your items. This should kind of be a no-brainer as you are marking or building your items and putting them in place. Okay, you should label the different structures that you are putting in there. Okay, category 4 is the coloring of the project. That is simple. Anybody can get that done. Make sure you color code them correctly. The 5th category would be quality. That is your professionalism that is going into your project, just like last time. Whether you like it or not, you will always be at least partially judged by the overall presentation and appearance of the work that you do. So we want to make sure that we take good care of our projects. We don't crinkle them, crunch them, tear them, smudge them, get them wet. If you're doing it on poster boards, you do not want to roll your poster board up. You definitely don't want to crease and fold your poster board. Those are all things that damage your project, and you will lose points accordingly. Okay. The 6th and final category there is creativity and inventiveness. Extra credit may be available for students who go the extra mile on their projects. Like we said, I think the minimum that you can do on this project and get away with would be a poster board and drawings of what you have going on. Okay, but if you wanted to go the extra mile, do some constructions, whether that be, wood cutouts or paper folded cutouts and things like that, turn your 2D project into a 3D project, well, that's extra work. Okay, that will be considered for the possibility of extra credit. Okay, now you basically have a week and a half in order to accomplish something that is not really all that difficult. So there is no reason why everybody cannot have a very high grade on this project. And keep in mind, projects go into the major category in our grading system these days, so that makes it count as much as a test grade counts. And we could all use a pretty good test grade after the Unit 2 test happened the other day. So please take good care. Make sure you get a good project and turn it in as early as possible. And there is a basic summary of your second 6 weeks project.